What's going on? It's Danny Rainmaker Dominguez with another exclusive video for you to become the person that you want to become. These videos are geared towards you and getting you what you want out of life, especially freedom and prosperity. Those are what my videos are geared for. So if you like these type of videos, subscribe to my channel, like this video if you found it helpful, and leave a comment below if you have any more suggestions. Okay, now let's get into it. Have you ever asked yourself, what ways can I save more money? Or what ways can I reduce my expenses? Well, here are 15 ways where you can save money. Now, these are general suggestions and tips. Of course, you can mix and match them and have an open mind when you look at these because these are very general. So, obviously, when you start hearing these, you may have more ideas. Implement them. These are just suggestions where you can use them to benefit you. Okay, I use some of them myself. Number one, swap cable TV with Netflix, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, I don't watch TV myself, but I know cable TV is quite expensive. I think last time I checked, it was like 20 bucks was the least expensive, 20, 30 bucks, something like that. Whereas Netflix is only 9 bucks, the most basic package or plan. So that's, I mean, right there, you're saving 15 bucks if your cable TV is 20 bucks a month. So that's a great suggestion. Now you want to be careful, of course, right? You don't want to have multiple accounts. I mean, obviously, you want to be strategic. That's the whole point. So number two, drink more water and less soda. Okay, that's not a bad suggestion. Um, I know that soda, it's a little bit more expensive, and whereas water, you have a lot of inexpensive ways to get water. Well, for me, the way I get water is I actually buy it in well, I fill up a huge 5 gallon container of water, and that actually saves me more money because if you buy a 5 gallon jug of water and fill it up, first of all, it's going to take you a lot longer to drink that. That's number one. Number two, it's less than buying a 24 pack or 32 pack bottle of water or case of water. I think a case of water of 32, which is the largest, it's like 3 bucks, something, 3 bucks and change with tax. Whereas a jug of water, 20-gallon jug of water, I'm sorry, a 5 gallon jug of water will cost you, I think it's like 75 cents to, I think, $1.70, something like that. I pay $1.75 for a 5 gallon. I just fill it up. And that lasts me, shoot, a month, maybe a little bit less. Well, now I drink about a gallon a day. So maybe it doesn't last me that long, but in the long term, it does save me money. Now, you may not drink as much water as I do, so it'll probably last you a little longer, but that is definitely a great method. Switch to water. Not only that, it's healthier. You save a lot more money on health bills and uh, doctor visits in the long run. In the long term, your body will thank you for it in the future. So it's a great tip. Number three, give up bad habits such as smoking, drinking. Man, I can't tell you how much money I've saved stopping or reducing my drinking. I mean, I used to go out every weekend, used to buy bottles, go to the club, yada yada. And ever since I've taken this 75-day challenge, I really reduced my drinking. Um, and so it has saved me a lot of money. And I started to notice, I a while back, I used to notice that a lot of money was going towards alcohol. And it's so funny. Drinking alcohol, smoking are if you really pay attention to your bank account, what goes in and out, you'll notice. In fact, I challenge you to notice the amount of money that goes in and out just on drinking. You will be surprised, I promise you. So giving up drinking and smoking and soup, I mean, let's be real here. Giving it up cold turkey is not easy. However, reducing it is not impossible. And giving it up completely is also not impossible. So if you can't give it up completely, I suggest you at least reduce it, okay? Because you will save you a lot of money that way. Number four, create a home gym. Yeah, that would save you some money creating a home gym because you don't have to pay the monthly fee for a gym. Doing workouts at home as opposed to going to one reduces gas, um, reduces maybe you having to buy any type of you know athletic wear that maybe you may need to wear. So that is definitely a good option. Some people may not want to give up their home gym. I know I don't want to, give up their gym membership. I know I wouldn't want to do it just because I use weights and stuff, and I find it more productive to go to the gym. But if you're more of a person that likes to do stretches or likes to run a lot, maybe don't do too many weights, it's a great way to do it. It's a great way to reduce your expenses. Number five, eat out less. Very, very true. You want to, again, look at your bank account. Look at your bank account. Look at the amount of money that goes out when you go out to eat. How much money are you spending on fast food, on restaurants? You know, do the math on that and then go out. What I like to do is I actually do the math on the amount of, I did the math on the amount of money I was spending on eating out. And then I went out and applied the same amount of money that I used to eat out to buy groceries. And the thing that I found out was that you can actually eat for a lot less if you buy groceries and cook yourself, which is pretty obvious. Pretty sure people already knew that. What was surprising to me was that I actually didn't even miss eating out that much. Occasionally I would eat out. Uh, I eat out now occasionally, very occasionally, and only to select places. And quite frankly, I cook at home. I'm not gonna say I'm a chef or anything like that, but I can make a little something. I can make a little something, something, and I don't miss it. I don't miss it really. I make good enough food, and I can put any spices and ingredients that I want to make it taste how I want to taste it. So to me, another huge, huge expense lifted off of my bank account because I love to eat. I really, really love to eat out. So that was a huge one. I'm saved a lot of money stopping or reducing my uh, eating out habit. So number five is eating out. Number six, learn how to cook, which coincides with number five. Learn how to cook. Guys, fellas, learn how to cook. Okay, especially the fellas out here. Y'all need to learn how to cook, and also some females. Nowadays, many females don't, and I'll be real, many females don't know how to cook nowadays. Okay, which if you look back 20, 50 years, a lot more females may have known how to cook. But that doesn't apply only to females, as I just said. Men, y'all need to learn how to cook also. Okay, if you're a self-dependent man, you need to learn how to cook. You need to learn how to cook. Not only is it going to save you money, but you're going to look more attractive to the female counterpart. They're going to look at you as more valuable. You're going to raise your value as a man because many men don't know how to cook. So the fact that you know how to cook is going to make you more attractive. And you can ask any woman, most women find that attractive. So why not? Super simple. We have YouTube, we have the internet. I mean, it's so simple to learn how to cook. Why not? It's going to save you money, it's going to make you more attractive, and you may even learn a skill, you know. But I mean, I know a lot of people who are just too lazy to do it. Well, hey, that's your loss. But nevertheless, that is number six. Number seven, use public transportation. This one I didn't quite agree with, but it's not that I don't agree with. So I'm from New York, or New York, right? I'm from New York. So a lot of transportation is public out there. In fact, that's what I used when I was out there. But I live in Houston, Texas now, and here we don't really have public transportation out in the outskirts or the suburb area outside of the downtown metro area. And that is just simply because Houston is so huge. Houston is humongous. So we do have the park and ride where you can park your car and ride, which I have used myself, and it is very economical. Um, but at the same time, if you are somebody like myself who does drive a lot, um, because I do real estate and I go out to see houses, it may not be viable for you. But if you are someone who has to go to and from a place, and that's all you need to do, then it's a perfect way to save money. So that is another way to save money there. Okay. Number eight, we have a couple more here, so I'm gonna speed through most of them here just to get to the end. Is stop gambling. Pretty obvious there. I don't think I need to explain that one. Number nine, buy generic instead of brand name. So don't go out and go just buy brand name for everything. I know a lot of people are look at the name and they think that's just the best quality. Look for alternatives, for less expensive alternatives when it comes to food, clothing, whatever. Number 10, use Airbnb when traveling. So a lot of people use hotels, and hotels may be more expensive depending on where you're at. So obviously, you need to look at Airbnb, compare it, have it be another alternative as opposed to just going to the hotel. 11, install energy saving light bulbs. Now, if you have, I've heard that that does work. Having light bulbs, installing them, and I mean, maybe also, what if you just turn off the lights? What if you just turn off all the lights instead of leaving them on? Unplug your appliances, and maybe another way to save money. Some of these appliances stay on when you have them plugged in and they're consuming power. So unplugging them may reduce the energy output that these items are exhibiting. You know what I'm saying? So that's one way. No- 12, buy a used car coming off a lease. Buying a used car in general. Whereas if you can buy a used car and you don't have to pay a car note, man, you will save a lot of money just on that. You will save a lot of money just on that. Now, I'm not saying that not buying a car on a note is a bad or good thing. I'm simply saying if you want to save more money, buying a car cash is obviously the best route. Either buying it cash or put as much money down as possible so you can reduce the amount that you pay per month. Okay? So, number 13, buy fuel efficient cars. Okay? That's pretty self explanatory. 14, cancel useless subscriptions. So many people are subscribed to so many different things and they have no idea. Their bank account, they see the 50, 20, $5 coming out and they don't think it's a big deal, but it adds up. Eventually, you start seeing this accumulate, and at the end, you say, where did all this money go? Many places or many times it goes to these subscriptions. Review what your money goes to, especially on a month-to-month basis. If you can do it on a weekly or daily basis, even better, but month-to-month is a must. 15, finally, is take your own lunch to work. If you eat out, which is what we talked about up here in number 5, then this also applies to number 15. Take your own food to work as opposed to you having to go eat out. It's going to save you money. Eating out is very expensive, okay? If you look at the amount of money you pay for one item, you can pay that same amount at a grocery store and eat 2 or 3 times with that same exact amount. If you don't believe me, try it yourself. The problem is people don't want to cook, or people don't want to do it. I get it. Okay, I've done the same thing. But many cases, there's ways around that. Prep is a way to do it. The day before, the week before, there's many ways to do it. Do your own due diligence and research on that. But these are 15 ways for you to save money. I highly recommend you download an app called Mint. It's a very helpful app. It links to your bank account, so it tells you what money goes in and what money comes out, and then it gives you reports, your monthly expenses. It gives you everything and it breaks it down for you. So that way you can stay on top of your expenses because everyone knows that it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. So it doesn't matter if you make $1 million. If your expenses are more than $1 million, then you are making negative. So keep that in mind. So I'll leave you guys with that. So let's review real quick here. Number 1, swap cable TV with Netflix. Number 2, drink more water and less soda. Number 3, give up bad habits. 4, create a home gym. 5, eat out less. 6, learn to cook. 7, use public transportation. 8, stop gambling. 9, buy generic instead of brand name. 10, use Airbnb when traveling. 11, install energy saving light bulbs. 12, buy used car coming off a lease. 13, buy fuel efficient cars. 14, cancel useless subscriptions. 15, take your own lunch to work. Okay, there we have it. If you like this content, subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, leave a comment below and talk to you guys soon. Peace.